Welcome home, smiley face, Gordo.
How do you think he got our address?
That's an expensive bottle of wine. We should thank him.
I believe that the bad things in life, they can be a gift.
That guy's odd.
He's a little socially awkward, but I can be like that.
Welcome everybody to another Native Thoughts review, Native Thoughts podcast here. But before I go on with the review, if you are listening to the exact same audio on SoundCloud, you can watch the exact same video on YouTube video and video format. If you are watching this video, vice versa, you can go listen to the same audio that you're watching video on SoundCloud. SoundCloud Native Thoughts. Let's get back to the review. And a little different setting, more sitting down now. For anybody who's watching the videos, more sitting down. I was having some trouble with my tripod. I think I got it work, but I couldn't, so that's fuck it. I have to buy a new one. But now, back to review. This time it's for The Gift, another summer movie. We're in August. Not so many summer movie happens, so on. Besides the failure of Fantastic Four, which I didn't get to see, but I just hear it's bad. But I went to go see the movies I was excited for, like The Gift. The Gift is something that I was excited for because I like the premise of it. I like those creepy thriller suspense thing. And is this one directed by Joe Edgerton, and it's starring Jason Bateman and I think Rebecca Black, who's from the town, and Joe Edgerton. Jason Bateman and his wife, I think they're not so newlyweds, but they just moving back to his old house. They move back to a new house. They move into a new house, and it's the start of a new fresh. You know, he got a new promotion. There's her right there. You know, she's not at a job. Some family thing that happened, and then they, as soon as the movie starts right off the bat, just Joe Edgerton, who plays Gordon, walks in the picture and just becomes friends. And he knows you. Hey, Simon, I know you. We used to go friends. Simon doesn't remember, but Simon then remembers. He's like, Gordo. And little by little, Gordo becomes too acquaintance with them. He becomes too friendly with them, and he starts living random gifts and gifts and gifts. Something that someone who would linger so much do, and causing a little uncomfortableness to the movie. That's the basic plot line. I don't want to give away too much because the movie is let's see. It's a movie that looks like at any moment could become a slasher movie, but it's not. It's more of a psychological thriller. One thing I really loved about this movie is the characteristic. Joel Edgerton, to be his first movie directing, he did an amazing job knowing realistically what us as humans would do. I mean, they're humans, but realistically, not so Hollywood it, you know. And it's like if something is awkward, you know, just Simon and his wife would both look at each other like, okay, some movies, for example, how Gordo gets their address, it's nothing like high tech, like, oh, he used to be in the military, he knows high tech stuff and stuff like that. No, it's simple, like he just, you know, he's spying on them and he observed the address from a glance of somebody mentioning the address. It's realistically characteristic, well done. That's what I love about it. Creepy in the sense that it's not so much creepy, it's uncomfortableness, because if anybody had this problem, I know we have, as my family grew up, we had those neighbors who are constantly there, you know, those neighbors for anything. Oh, hi neighbor, and stuff like that. It's creepy, you know, or neighbors who are just always looking to the windows, everything's okay, or being nosy, you know, and it's sent that little creepiness, dread to it, and this is what feels like that, and it's what I really liked about the movie. It has a lot of that feeling. Another thing I really liked about the movie is it's really well directed. But the fact that it's a movie about cliches, it's a movie that's nothing original. The fact that it takes those old rehash ideas and make it to something original. I think that's successful because not many directors could pull that off, especially if you're an actor into a director. I think that's great. I really liked this movie a lot. It was well done. I really wish I could see George direct more. I mean, acting, he is a great actor. He's proven that he's showed a lot of range. Acts fit style, you know, the transformation body. Look at something like Warrior, which he was with Tom Hardy, and it's really one of those movies where it's entertaining. It's not scary. There are some jump scare here and there, but it's very rare, you know. And the movie does well. It has a great pace. It does well into where it needs to be, where it needs to start and where it needs to end. The real thing I really love about that movie with Jason Bateman character, you know, Jason Bateman always plays that smirky guy who's always weird. You know, he created that style, that persona that him and Paul Rudd, you know, immersed into. This one he tones it down. He's an asshole to this whole movie, and you really, at the same time you want to feel for him, you don't, because the only thing that you feel bad for is his wife, because the fact that this guy, you know, is one of those guys who like his past. He tries his best to change his past, but you realize that like sometimes the past always stays with you. You know, the way you are in high school, the way you were in middle school, stays with you. You know, no matter what. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. And there's one thing I really liked about the movie. You know, same with Goto. Goto is one of those guys who, I mean, if he had trouble in high school, you know, it's the trailer, you know, they call him weirdo. What are the consequences of a 50% chance that it might affect you? It might affect him in the future to become something of a psychotic person. But that's all I really have to say about The Gift, which I really enjoy. I would recommend, highly recommend it. Where I put this on my favorite movie of the year, I'm not sure because we haven't seen best movie, but it's right to one of my favorite movies. I really liked it. It's a well put thriller. This is what I'm talking about when I want to see something thriller, something creepy, something weird. Is this? This was great. You don't need no slasher film. You just need actor to act well with the story and create dread into it. Honestly, as for Reading, I have to say this is a good time at the movies. It's good. I will, you know, it's a awesome movie. You know, it's an amazing movie. You know, it's action. It's not action, but it's thriller. It's scary at some points. It's creepy. You know, it's a fun time at the movies to experience. I did feel like it dragged a little bit, but it picked up right away. You know, and I was as a review, I would have to just say, you know, it's a great movie. It's a great movie, and I would say this: watch it at the movies and buy when it comes out because it's a great movie. It's entertaining. I think it will live up to anybody's expectation. And that's all I really have to say about The Gift. Hope you guys check out my early reviews on SoundCloud, YouTube. Subscribe, like, follow me. Anything, you could click on the link, whatever. Hope you guys have a good time. Bye, everybody.